Welcome back to You Tried It TV. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode. Before we get into our next topic, please make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on the video. All of your support is greatly appreciated. I'm trying to build this channel, and everything that you guys do definitely does not go unnoticed. And I again appreciate everything that you guys do. All right, let's get into the video. So, child, this doctor is out here talking about Eazy E and basically debunking the conspiracy theory that Eazy did not die from HIV. This has been a long running situation where people are, for some reason, just do not want to accept that this man did contract HIV and did die from AIDS. He didn't die from HIV, he died from AIDS. So, y'all listen to this video, then I'll come back with the rest of my commentary.
As his immune system diminished, the likelihood of him transmitting it to someone increases. The woman that he married was pregnant, had a child. They also had a child. She tested and she was negative.
Yeah, that's possible. And if she's negative, the baby's going to be negative.
Okay.
She's lucky because she was exposed enough that she could have.
Okay. Okay. But also, during that time, we know that he had a number of other women in his life. So I just want to talk about them for a second.
I have two of them with my patients.
Two of the women were your patients. Just want to make sure I heard that correctly.
Yes.
Yes.
One is still my patient.
So they were indeed infected.
Yes. Oh, yeah. They were infected.
Okay. Okay.
Compton says that they got infected from him.
But are still living. You were able to save their life. Okay.
All right, so you guys seen that video, you saw the doctor talk. First, let me say this, that we really need to destigmatize HIV. People are still, first off, running around here trying to make it seem as though HIV is a gay disease or something like that. Yes, in the past, it appeared that more gay people did suffer from this disease. But the difference between the gay community and the heterosexual community, gay people, we know this disease is here, we know this disease is present, and we've decided as a community to face this disease head on. And why I'm saying we is because I am gay and I have people and friends who have contracted HIV. And so I know the truth when it comes to HIV. I know the truth as it relates to the effectiveness of the medication and things like that. And in the gay community, there's still some stigma, but there's not a lot of stigma like it is in the heterosexual community because we understand the disease, since so many people in our history, in terms of gay history, have suffered from this. So they've educated the youth, and there's been a lot of work within this particular community to make sure that gay people is educated on the disease. So first off, HIV is not a death sentence. You can live a beautiful, long life with the help of medication. The medication is so effective nowadays that it's to the point where it can fully suppress the virus in your system, where you can't even pass it to other people. So it's almost walking around as though that you are HIV negative, but if you ever do stop taking your medicine, the virus can reemerge and start wreaking havoc again. So that's where the medication is at. They're just at the cusp of actually curing and completely destroying this disease, eradicating it in humans, but they just haven't gotten to that point scientifically. But when it comes to the Eazy E situation, I'm so happy that this doctor did say in this video, that he was able to save the women's lives and they are still living beautiful long lives at this point. You just got to take your medication. That's all you got to do with this disease, is take your medication, work out, do the regular normal stuff that you do to try to stay healthy. But the main thing you need to do when you have this disease is to take your medication. And I don't know why people don't want to accept that Eazy passed from HIV, passed from AIDS. It is what it is. It happened. I'm sure that he didn't seek to go out and contract HIV and then get AIDS, but at the end of the day, it happened. So I think that if people can stop pushing this conspiracy theory and all these other crazy stuff and just accept it, it can really help to destigmatize the disease. People with HIV are not nasty. People with HIV are not dirty. They're not filthy. All the things that people say as it relates to people with HIV. People who have HIV, they did what most every adult human does. Even some, unfortunately, some teens and stuff do. They out here having sex, and you run that risk of potentially catching this disease if you have sex, if you inject drugs. Back in the day, a lot of people got HIV through blood transfusions because they wasn't aware that this disease was actually present at that time. So before they started testing blood for blood transfusions, they used to just transfer people's blood into other people, and they didn't even check it for like HIV and different stuff like that. So a lot of people got HIV that way. A lot of people are born with HIV. HIV is not a death sentence. It's a lot of different ways you can get HIV. But at the end of the day, if someone has this disease, they're on their medication, then they're gonna be fine. You know, it's very rare in now today's society that this medicine doesn't work for someone. Typically, if the medication fails, it's because people are not taking their medication every single day, or they skipping doses. They'll stop taking their medicine, then your HIV becomes resistant to the medication that you're taking. So it's just all really, just being responsible and doing what you got to do to take care of your health. So you guys let me know what you think. Do you feel as though Eazy E didn't die from AIDS? Do you feel as though Eazy E legacy would be tarnished if they finally come out and confirm that it was AIDS? I think people are still living in a 1980s mindset. This is not the 1980s. People are not falling out dead from AIDS or anything like that. There's, I think, over like 50 medications now that treats HIV. That lets you see how far we've come. Back in the day, they didn't have any medications. Around the time that he got this, the medication was not developed in the way that it is now. So let's destigmatize all STDs, herpes, gonorrhea, syphilis, all of them needs to be destigmatized. It happens. Unfortunately, you run that risk when you out here sleeping with people, or you taking drugs, intravenously through needles, or um, you're doing a lot of different things, that can cause you to get these different type of STDs. So, in either case, I think that we just need to be more open and talk more open about sexual health. But at the end of the day, I truly believe he died from AIDS. All the evidence and different stuff that I've seen and read points to the fact he did die from AIDS. And it just should be a learning experience for all of us to make sure we're doing what we need to do to protect ourselves if we are choosing to engage in sexual activity, whether it's with multiple people or one person. You still got to protect yourself, because there's been tons of stories where people are married and they end up getting HIV from their significant other. So just protect yourself. Do what you feel is best. If you just gonna ride this bitch until the wheels fall off, then do that as well. Just make sure you're doing what you need to do in order to protect your health. All right, that's all I got on this topic. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about this story. Please subscribe. Please like the video, and I will see you guys on the next video. All right, later.